There's a lot of people out there who haven't even learned how to use the shovel, and they're already trying to sell the shovel. So before you can sell the shovel, you might want to consider using the shovel. All right, guys, welcome to the show. Let's talk about a business breakdown that I think you guys are going to like, which is coaching. If you're reaching out to me and you're saying, hey man, I want to start a coaching business, but I don't know what type of coaching business to start, let me share with you the three structures that exist. So structure number one is the low ticket. Structure number two is the mid ticket. And structure number three is the high ticket. Now, basically it boils down to this. Do you want to take, have more people, but charge them less money? Or do you want less people and charge them more money? There is no right or wrong, but I'm going to give you the good, bad, and the ugly about each one of these. I'm going to tell you, depending on where you are with the size of email list you have, the size of influence that you have, and your social media following, I'll let you know which one is going to work for you. But if you watched the video that we did previous to this one, I went in depth and broke down the low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket, right? A low ticket coaching program is something that you would charge maybe like $99 or less per month. And it would be something where you do it like on a Zoom group, right? Like weekly live Zooms. Everybody attends. Maybe there's like a little membership site where they get access to all your content, and that low ticket, you're charging $99 a month or less, and you're giving them live Zooms every week with Q&As that you're going to answer from the audience. And they have a vault of education. And that's that. Fuel Hunt has that. We call that the Fuel Hunt Rise. My version of that is the Legacy Tribe. Now I charge $299 for the Legacy Tribe. But as your brand and your reputation grows, and as the value of the content becomes even more valuable, you can actually charge less for your low ticket. Just for the sake of this video and for assuming who my audience is, I'm going to assume that $99 or less per month is what you should charge for a low ticket program that is a high, large volume of people. Now, is a low ticket program right for you? Because you might be like, dude, I think I want to do that. I just want to do a Zoom every week on a specific topic, and then maybe teach for 30 minutes and then answer questions for about an hour of the group. Well, cool. That might be the right thing to do. And you might have a membership site that also accompanies that. And that membership site has a whole bunch of content that's value adding that supports the stuff that you're teaching on the weekly basis, right? And maybe you put them in a Mighty Network group or a private Facebook group where they have a community to belong to. That's your low ticket. But here's a drawback to the low tickets. What if you don't have a big enough audience to get, 50, 100, 200, 1,000 people into this to make a significant amount of money, right? Then what you have is, it's kind of like no one wants to eat at an empty restaurant, right? So imagine you have a group coaching program and, 5 people show up to it. Is it exciting? Probably not. Is it a good place to start? Sure. Is it going to be life-changing money where you can quit your job today and transition into doing this full-time? Probably not. So if you're in a position where you don't have a big social media following, you don't have a big network who will promote for you, and you don't have a big email list and reputation that accompanies that social media following and that email list, low ticket's probably not the best way to go. In fact, what might be a better way for you to go is mid-ticket, right? With the mid-ticket, now we're charging anywhere from, let's say, $200 to say $500 a month. And this mid-ticket program might be very similar where in a group, they get all the weekly Zooms, but also they get some kind of phone access to you and some customized programming. It doesn't matter if you're teaching how to make money, if you're teaching how to lose weight and build muscle, if you're teaching how to find the next Mr. and Mrs. Right. Hell, you might be teaching real estate investment. Who knows, right? Or how to make money using the stock market. Whatever it is that you're coaching on, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't care if it's low ticket, mid ticket, or high ticket. You better be good at it, right? Because there's a lot of people out there who haven't even learned how to use the shovel, and they're already trying to sell the shovel. So before you can sell the shovel, you might want to consider using the shovel. That's a line from good old Dan Kennedy. And Dan Kennedy, he says it best. Like, if you are not a walking, talking example of the things that you're teaching, then you're really a hypocrite, you're really an imposter, you're a liar, and people can tell. because you're going to be teaching off theory, right? Now, I can teach on scaling a franchise. I can teach on building a supplement company. I can teach on growing a fuel hunt, an apparel company. Why? Because I've been part of these successful businesses for many years. I can help start up and build and sell these things. I've done this many a times, and so I know the stuff that I can teach, but I'm not going to teach things that are out of my zone of genius just because I think it'd be fun to teach those things, because it would be very obvious that Bedros has no fucking idea what I'm talking about, right? But on the flip side, the things that I do teach are things that I have literally like hands-on experience with. I have won in these categories of life and business, and then I go back and I teach you guys so that you could win faster, easier, with less friction and frustration, right? And that's why my coaching programs blow up, whether it's a low ticket, mid ticket, or high ticket. Hey guys, quick interruption to the show. Let me tell you all about the Keuilian Wellness Shot. If you're like me and you care about your health, hydration, and building a strong immune system so you can stay active and you can get after it in life, then you want to try the Keuilian Wellness Shot. I used to take 11 different supplements in the morning, things like vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin B12, echinacea, ginger, and a whole bunch more. Now it's all included in the Keuilian Wellness Shot. I want to send you a 30-day supply for 50% off. Just go to Keuilian.com, use the code word Bedros, my name, to get 50% off. You'll also get free shipping. You get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, and $1 of every order goes to Shriners Children's Hospital. And when you use the code word Bedros and do the subscribe and save, which is a Keuilian Tribe program, every month you'll get a fresh supply of Keuilian Wellness Shots for an additional 20% off and free shipping, and $1 of every monthly order will go to Shriners Children's Hospital. So go to Keuilian.com, use code word Bedros, and take advantage of this amazing offer. Now back to the show. The mid-ticket ones are pretty cool because, like I said, yes, you're going to have a weekly or maybe even bi-monthly, as in twice a month, you're going to have a group Zoom program, right? And by the way, with these mid-tickets, you can bring in some experts as well. So maybe twice a month, you're going to teach on the Zoom to the group of clients that you have. The other 2 times per month, right? Because 4 weeks in a month, you might bring in an expert from your industry who can also teach and add additional value. But the whole value here with the mid-ticket is you're also giving them more customized programming, and they may even have some kind of, monthly 15 to 20 minute one-on-one call with you or with some of your coaches, right? This is something that you could scale through other coaches because you get other coaches on board, you pay them 30 to 40% of the fee that the customer is giving, you keep 60 to 70% of that fee. So it's a 30-70 split, maybe a 40-70 split. You keep the higher end of that split because you've got the operating costs. You are the brand. You're the person bringing in the traffic, and therefore you can keep most of it. And each one of your coaches should be able to handle about 40 clients each. If they're a full-time coach and they're going to be doing custom programming and all that stuff and phone calls at least on a monthly basis, they should be able to handle at least 35 to 40 clients a piece. Now, let's talk about the high ticket. High ticket is very something like I do with my Domination Year coaching program, right? My Domination Year coaching program is $100,000 for a year of coaching. When I had my 7-figure formula mastermind, this was $1,800 a month. This is for a year, and this was for a month. So think about this. My mastermind was $1,800 a month. We had 187 members in it, signed up on a 12-month membership, right? The 12-month term. 187 members at $1,800 a month on a 12-month term. That is high level of coaching. Here, the mastermind, we would meet 3 times a year, and we would meet in San Diego, Las Vegas, and Miami, and we would meet about every 3.5 to 4 months. Each time we met was 2 days at a time, and not only would I teach, but I would also bring in other experts and thought leaders, New York Times bestselling authors, people who are experts in the industries to teach, and that's on day 1. Day 2, on a mastermind, you're doing a lot of hot seat work. You're solving individual problems of your coaching clients who are there, right? So it's almost like you're running think of a 2-day mastermind, a 2-day seminar you're running. Day 1 is all teaching, day 2 is all coaching, right? And then everyone goes away and they start executing on the stuff on their marching orders. And then we come back and meet up in another city for 2 days, 3 to 4 months later. And that's how a mastermind works. At $1,800, you're making millions per year. But again, you have to have mastery and expertise in whatever it is that you're teaching. Or you could have a high-end coaching program. Now I charge $100,000 a year. You might want to charge more if you have, better experience in what it is that you're teaching. You might charge less, right? I've got coaching clients who charge, $15,000 for a year of coaching. But, hey, you get 10, 15, 20 clients at $15,000 a year, you're already making significant money, right? And the best example I can give you of this, like you use a shovel and then you sell the shovel. Remember we talked about that? Tony Steffen, one of my coaching clients, he's on his 5th year with me now on the Domination Year coaching program. So Tony Steffen was a registered dietitian, and he was working in a big box gym in Michigan selling nutrition services on behalf of that gym. Making, I don't know, probably $40,000 to $60,000 a year. He was unhappy doing that. So he's like, he found me on the social medias, on the Instagrams, and he's like, hey, I think I want to coach with you. He pieced together all these credit cards, paid my fee, and then off we went. Within a year, he was out of his job and scaling his RD business as an online registered dietitian, nutrition coach, right? Getting clients from all over the country, all over the world. By 2 years, within 2 years of him doing that, and he had a high ticket program, so I had him start a mastermind. Well, sorry, I lied. I didn't have him start a mastermind yet. I had him start off with a mid-ticket coaching program. So he would take clients who were overweight, who wanted to lose weight, and he would work with them for $200 to $500 a month. As he got better at what he did, he hired a couple coaches who were registered dietitians, taught them how to do the coaching. He would be the face of the brand, and he would get the customers in, the clients in, and then he would hand them off to the coaches, and the coaches would do the service, right? And of course, he would do the group Zoom. Remember, you can kind of bring in the low ticket and mid ticket together to have that hybrid program of he would do a group Zoom every week with all of the clients, but the coaches would work with the clients on a one-on-one basis, making custom nutrition programs and checking in with them on a weekly basis, et cetera. And he would pay them 30-70. 30% would go to the coaches, 70% would go to Tony and his wife. Now, by year 2, as he started to scale that, he saw that, dude, I'm getting more registered dietitians following me, which is weird because my customers are people who are overweight, who want to lose weight. I was like, dude, I think the reason RDs are starting to follow you is because they're interested in how you're scaling and growing your business. And they're trying to reverse engineer your business. Why don't you figure out what it is that you can offer them in terms of coaching? And then once you can figure out how you can coach them, let's have a 1-day workshop. So I had him launch his mastermind. So first, he got so good using the shovel, right? Coaching people, getting them results on their fitness and fat loss, that other dietitians started to follow him and wanted to get the results that he has in his business. And so I was like, dude, you could also do some business coaching because you are so good at it. You're a walking, talking testimony of how to grow an online coaching business. Now you can start coaching other RDs. And before long, he grew his RD coaching business, his mastermind, to, I believe it was like 60, 65 clients paying $1,500 a piece. Not a bad deal, right? And again, same model. They would meet 3 times a year, every 3 to 4 months, 2 days at a time. And in fact, I've had the good privilege to go and speak at his masterminds on those teaching days. But I share that with you because then all of a sudden he had 2 business models: business to consumer, business to business. Business, in other words, him and other dietitians, him teaching other dietitians for a high ticket coaching program, and then him teaching customers how to lose weight for a mid-ticket coaching program. And of course, then I had him as the years went on, year number 3, 4, and now 5. He parlayed all his money from here, the profits, into real estate investment. And today, he and his wife own a brokerage, a real estate brokerage, and they own, like, I don't know, something like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 350 to 400 units in terms of doors, in terms of apartments, multi-unit living, right? So I share this with you because his coaching program in the future might very well end up being how in his 30s, he's built a massive real estate portfolio. But he can't teach that now at this very moment. The reason is he's just been doing this for about a year, year and a half, but he's already getting people who are interested in asking him like, hey dude, tell me exactly how you went from a coach to a business coach to now taking that money and investing in real estate and then now cashing out your real estate money and buying more real estate, right? So the things that you get good at, you can now start coaching on, and the model would be a low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket. And so I hope you got a ton of value from this. I hope you understand that if you have a very big audience across the social media platforms and your email list, yes, you can launch with a low ticket program. But one of the drawbacks with the low ticket program that has a lot of members in it is there's a lot of customer service issues. People don't know how to log in. They can't access the membership site. They don't know where the Zoom link went. Their credit cards are defunct, and you have to follow up and get new credit card information. So Here, if you go more people for less dollars, you're going to have more customer service issues. So you might have some customer service reps on hand. When you go high ticket, when people pay $15,000, $50,000, $100,000 paid in full for the year, not a lot of customer service issues, right? And so you could run it with just either yourself or an assistant, and off you go. And then the mid-ticket is, of course, the mid-ticket, and that's that. So hope you all got a lot of value on this. Give me some comments down below. Let me know what you think about it or what you want me to teach next. In the meantime, peace. I'll see you next time.